welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. So for the Thunder, their last game, a win against the New York Knicks.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ibaka is out there with Humphries. Then it's Young. Then it's Eric Murphy. And it's Morrow in a shooting guard. Here's Huffman. And that one's on target from the wing. Silk's got the first points up on the board for Vancouver. 13 feet away. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Caboclo. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. So here's Murphy. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. To the inside. And Caboclo pulls it down. Here's Vancouver with the ball, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Now, here is Murphy. Tight defense on him. Screened by Ibaka. Now Murphy. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Young's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Knocked away. Here's Ibaka. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
And that's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
That's good. Young's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Down low, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Thunder trailing by 6. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Offensive rebound. Orton passes to Bottoms. And the rejection by Ibaka. They get it back. Tries yet again. And it's Orton missing. Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Shot from 12. Here's Ibaka. It's blocked. Here's Caboclo. His last outing, 16 points for him. And he gets it to go.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
That's his first personal foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Humphries inside. Young outside. Just 5 on the clock. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. That's good. Young's got 5 now. Vancouver leading by 6. Bottoms the pass to Caboclo. Here's Bottoms. No good on the 3.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the mega stars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
John Wall's checked in for the Thunder.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Young outside. Passes it to Morrow. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Talking about Ibaka, he does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting, up to a remarkable Clark 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year, so that was tough for him.
And Wall, here we go now. And the Thunder, another 3.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Vancouver leading by 3. Pass to Silk. The shot. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game. And the basket by Morrow.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
They double him with Wall. It's stolen by Wall. And now here comes Wall leading the break. No one near him. Shot is no good. So Vancouver will take it the other way.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Now here is Humphries. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Jawai. Hits it from three-point range.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here is Wall. After Vancouver got the three-pointer. Connects on the 17-footer. Wall's got his first points of the night.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
From 12 feet out. That's good. He has 5.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Thunder trailing by 8. And here is Lee. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
Vancouver shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. He's perfect from the line this time.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Lee outside. From downtown, good. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on. That's his fourth straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Just like you draw it up before you come out.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Wall. Young outside. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Udo. Here's Jawai. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible.
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's Vancouver. They lead by 12. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And when you consider how Vancouver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Not sure you can play any better offensively.
Very few bumps in the road so far. It's been an easy ride for him.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Vancouver, looking at who they've got. They've got Bottoms. Silk is out there with Daniel Orton. And it's Moss in at the point guard position. And a miss there on the triple.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
The dish to Beverly. Off the screen. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Silk. A 14-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. That's good.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now, here is Murphy. They trail by 14. Humphries kicks to Murphy. The 10-footer. Young's shot is off.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's Moss. No good there off the double clutch. Thunder trailing by 14. And it's Beverly missing.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Murphy with the steal. He feeds it to Humphries. Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely, and that one's good. Morrow's got 10 points.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
Here's Augustine. After Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game, and he makes the first. No good on the second free throw.
And guys, something new for the NBA is the HGH testing that's been put in place. It's something the league hasn't had too many issues with or even accusations, but better to stamp it out early. And hard to argue that it should be in place.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness. Physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defenders. And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
And with the HGH test, it's done in every major sport. Seems like the right thing to do for the NBA. Just make sure everyone is on a level playing field, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think the punishment will be fair. First positive gets you a 20-game ban. The second one, 45.
Vancouver making a switch here. Caboclo's checked in. One-on-one here. Humphries kicks to Murphy. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Screen by Ibaka. Augustine dishes to Humphries. Misses the baby hook.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And it's the Thunder with the ball after Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Humphries has got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Vancouver shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Thunder trailing by 9. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Vancouver pulls it in.
And for Chris Humphries, last year was a chance to sign with a playoff contender. The Wizards turned out to be even more than that, with the 4th best record in the East. And Humphries helped them to get there, averaging about 6.5 boards per game.
Now here is Augustine. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And the shot is good. The Vancouver lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Humphries.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Here's Caboclo. He's got 11. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Augustine, that's good.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
There's the bucket. Good. He's got 5.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Here's Bottoms. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wall comes in for DJ Augustine. And Wall, here we go now. Off target at the rim. Vancouver leading by 6. From about 16, it falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now here's Lee. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Caboclo kicks to Copeland. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Humphries. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Humphries has got 10 points in the game.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and He may just be getting warmed up here.
Here's Murphy. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Udo with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Caboclo, the pass to Copeland. The shot from the low post is good. Copeland's got his second bucket tonight. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Vancouver.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's Caboclo following the basket by John Wall. Caboclo kicks to Copeland. 6 to shoot. 20 feet out. Here's Hines, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Now, here is Murphy. He has 5. Here's Ibaka. It's rebounded by Udo.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
And Vancouver with the possession here after the miss from Serge Ibaka. The rebound by Humphries.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And here's Wall outside. And that concludes the first half. Vancouver leads by 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get under.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Vancouver leading by 8. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. They've got Young. Eric Murphy is out there with Anthony Morrow. Then it's Chris Humphries. And it's Ibaka in at the power forward position.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Oklahoma City's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Murphy dishes to Humphries. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. It's stolen by Ibaka, and pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Good on the shot. A superb 63% from the field. Here's Huffman. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Silk's got 11 points.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Knocked loose. And they're pushing it up. Here's Caboclo. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And Vancouver leads by 10. Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score it. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
So here's Murphy after Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. Screen by Young. Murphy passes to Young. Vancouver making a switch here. Jawai's checked in. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Thunder. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
Oh,
my goodness.
where did that come from? That was beautiful.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
Yeah, and he pulls that one off, guys, to perfection.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 12. Goes up from the top of the key. Got that bucket in no time at all. Morrow's got 17 now.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Jawai, defended by Beverly. Jawai, it's good for the 7th time this game. He has shot 7. He has made 7.
What a great start to the second half. They still haven't missed a field goal.
And Beverly kicks to Humphries. To the wing right side. And again, Vancouver running the court in transition.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Jawai, defended by Beverly. Jawai, the pass to Hines, 16 feet away. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Here's Morrow. Here's Humphries. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Humphries has got 15.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. DJ Augustine's checked in for the Thunder. Vancouver leading by 12. Jawai, defended by Beverly. Right wing, pulls it from 20. That one off the back iron and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Augustine kicks to Young. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Vancouver.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Jawai, guarded by Augustine. And there's the pass to Silk. 4 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc and then some. Silk's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Vancouver. Thunder trailing by 13. And the Thunder with some changes. Lee's checked in for Morrow. And John Wall's subbed in for Augustine.
For foul call. Jawai. That's his second personal foul. Substitution.
From the inbound. Wall, that's a two-pointer. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Humphries. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. For 3. Shot is off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Lee outside. Dishes it to Humphries. The 17-footer. Basket number 8 is all good. He has attempted 12 shots.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play. Some fantastic numbers for Silk. He's got 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
And so he hits both. Thunder trailing by 13. Right side Wall. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Beverly. Vancouver pulls it in. Udo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You you've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
For Vancouver, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
Shots good from Young. Well, guys, how good a playmaker is John Wall? Second in assists last season to Chris Paul. Clark, he almost finished number 1.
Yeah, and the only difference really is that Paul was a little more efficient than Wall. Paul had a 4-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. Wall was only at 2.5 to 1. But some of that is Paul's experience.
Caboclo, he's checked in for Vancouver. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Murphy's checked in. .139 left to play here in the third. Copeland good.
And the one thing about John Wall, he has that air of confidence that only the truly great ones possess. He's a fearless attacker, tremendous vision and creativity, a true floor general, not just an athlete masquerading as a point guard. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Looking for Young, he gets it there. And it's denied, but they'll get another chance. Humphries with the bucket. Humphries has got 9 points in the quarter. 1:10 left here in the third quarter. Lee with the steal. Oh, and here comes Young all alone.
Some good numbers for Young. He's got 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Thaddeus Young taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Caboclo. He's got 15. Over to the left wing. Inside, Hines. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And, you know, talking about John Wall, we saw him improve his pacing last season. Sure, he still played at rapid-fire speed at times, but he also seemed to have a better understanding of when to pull it back and when to speed it up. Better change of pace in how he went about his game.
Fires the 3. Oklahoma City gets it back.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
To the paint, here's Lee. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Lee's got his third bucket of the night.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Here's Caboclo. He's guarded by Murphy. And Vancouver with the possession here. Passes it to Silk. 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow, and the jumper falls for him. Silk's got 23 points.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Wall attacking. Wall with another miss. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Vancouver. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Thunder trailing by 16. Silk is out there with Daniel Orton. And there's Bottoms, and it's Hines in at the center. Murphy dishes the Wall. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And John Wall, guys, is still one of the most explosive players in the league. His speed makes professional athletes look like they are stuck in mud.
And so Wall nails both of them. You're talking about Wall's burst. He can go end to end in seconds. Clark, you're amazed. You said he's a blur.
Yeah, rack to rack in a nanosecond is what Wall can do. I mean, his speed is something special.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Here's Ibaka. That one a little long.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Jawai, the pass to Bottoms. Down low, and Horton with the stop.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
From deep, Morrow, count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Jawai, he's guarded by Murphy. Here's Silk. The feed to Horton. Clock at 6. And the baseline jumper, no good. Thunder trailing by 13. And Murphy kicks to Young. Now here's Beverly. D right on him. Young's shot is off. Vancouver has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Oklahoma City. And the rejection by Ibaka. Beverly dishes to Young. That one goes. Count it.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you. And Ibaka kicks to Morrow. Beverly wide open. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Morrow. Back to Ibaka. He dishes it to Beverly. He kicks it to Young. Feeds to Humphries. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Humphries has got 11 points here in just the second half. Vancouver leading by 10. Here's Bottoms. Almost, but it rolls out.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
That's his third personal foul.
Kicks to Morrow. Fires from the wing. And Young slams it home.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
And that one's good. And that's 10 points for Bottoms.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
One guy who's been getting it done is Silk.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
From deep, Morrow. His second miss of the game still has him shooting 8 for 10.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
To the inside, Humphries. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Just absolute domination in this one for Humphries. 8 rebounds and 1 steal as well. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Vancouver leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Huffman. Can't get it to go. Good defensive work there by Young. Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Pass to Morrow. Uncovered. The shot will not go. So Vancouver will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Lets it fly from 18. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. And it's now 26 points for Silk. Thunder trailing by 10. There's the dish to Morrow. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Vancouver making a switch here. Caboclo's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. John Walls checked in for Patrick Beverly.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
They double him with Wall. To the inside. Here's Hines. Here's Horton. Wall grabs the board. Thunder trailing by 6. And Young, here we go. Lets the 3 fly. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Morrow. Morrow's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Bottoms. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bottoms got 7 now in this quarter.
And that 3 was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
You can sense that the crowd, guys, is starting to feel as though this game just might be theirs.
Humphries with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Wall, that's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
One guy who's been getting it done is Silk.
He's in one heck of a groove with his scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
And Wall. Here we go now. And the shot is good. The Vancouver lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Morrow.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
It's stolen by Ibaka. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're losing by 2. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. Wall passes to Morrow. Back to Wall. He feeds it to Morrow. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Young's shot is off. Vancouver, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. There's the pass to Silk. Here's Caboclo. Plenty of space. And there's Vancouver with another bucket. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Wall. Pass to Morrow. And it's Humphries, top of the key.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Humphries hits them both.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so too. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. The rebound by Humphries. Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
Morrow nails it. A huge shot to tie it up.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Passes to Bottoms. Vancouver working the ball around now. For three. Right between the eyes.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Wall. Can't get the three to fall. Here's the break, and so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. From deep three-point range. So it's Vancouver picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan player of the game. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow, I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal.